Hello and welcome to the mainstream, everyone. We are back with another episode of our weekly live series. I am Simran Shiwalkar, your host for today. And today we have with us a true dynamic and a visionary leader from the tech space, Dr. Sandiip Kothari. Dr. Kothari, thank you once again for being a part of this series and joining us today.
Simran, it is my pleasure and my honor to be part of this particular chat and the discussion. And my heartfelt thank you to Mainstream for giving us this opportunity and the platform to speak. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is totally ours, sir. And like I said, you're a dynamic leader known in the tech space. You definitely need no introduction because of your remarkable contribution, but I will still take this opportunity to share a few things about you with our audience. Well, Dr. Sandeep Kothari, he is currently the Chief Technology Officer at Specialty Group. With a dynamic experience, he is a tech innovator transforming retail and hospitality through AI, automation, cloud, and cybersecurity. With expertise in Microsoft Dynamics 365 ERP, he has led large scale initiatives through automation, digital transformation projects across India and the UAE, optimizing efficiency with customer engagement. Today, we are more than excited to know more about his journey, his insights when it comes to AI, automation, and digital initiatives. Join us and stay tuned throughout. Sir, like I said, this journey has been rather transformative and remarkable. If you could tell our audience a bit about your journey and your experience.
Thanks, Simran. Simran, just to tell you, my journey started way back 3 decades ago, way back when I graduated first from Vivekanand College, my computer technology graduation, way back in 1989. At that point of time, our India was on the just cusp of taking off the technology. We were quite behind by the developed countries, but being a developing country, we were just taking it off, kicking it off. So from there onwards, I started my journey as like a normal any other person, like an IT executive. And then I was with the manufacturing giant Poonawalla Group. From there, I transformed myself from manufacturing to retail. That is where my leadership journey started. The organization was the Bombay Store. So from that day onwards, I have never looked back. Then way back after that, in the year 2011 to 2013, I did my post-graduation in retail from Wellinkar College, Mumbai. And then now very recently, from 2021 to 23, I completed my PhD in IT operations. So journey was quite fruitful and it is quite fruitful. Of course, there were a lot of turbulent times as well, which in everybody's life we have. So far, God has been kind.
Wonderful. And thank you once again for giving us all a glimpse about this wonderful journey. And, coming back to your expertise and experience, you've seen the technology space evolve throughout the years. And today we are all living in the interconnected world. There's often a buzz about digital transformation, but of course, any innovation does not, it's not just based on technology. There's a lot of roadblocks and challenges involved. If you could tell us a bit about, challenges that you have come across and how you navigated those.
See, any organization, whether we are speaking about 3 decades old or in present today's world. So what we are talking is as of today. See, all organizations will face challenges. First and foremost is, every organizations want to do digital transformation and they have to do now. You have no say now and you don't have any excuse that I will not do it or I will do it later, or there is no excuse. I'm telling you, you will be out of business. First, the strategy has to be percolated top bottom, which a lot of organization, which I also face. So what happens, at the leadership level, we percolate the strategy that we want to do this digital transformation. Say, take automation. Say one project is automation, or say ERP implementation we want to do. So first and foremost is that the entire thing has to be percolated to the last person who is going to be involved in this particular project. Point number one, this is the biggest challenge which a lot of people are still missing on. Now it has improved. People have realized, like people also, like me also have realized based on my past experience, that this is the first thing. The other challenge is what every organization faces, whether it is a big, small or medium enterprise, is the data. The data is across the organization and it is sitting in silos. It is in somebody's laptop. It is your, whether it is in your local servers or if it is in on cloud. Nowadays, we have data on our mobile devices as well. So I'm not talking of email data. Of course, that's also critical. We are talking currently of ERP. So the data any organization has is all scattered. So that data has to be a quality data. How do we do that? Again, you will have to involve all the stakeholders, because in any project, everyone is involved. We can't say that HR is not involved, or say, for example, supply chain stream is not involved. Everybody is involved in some or the other way, maybe not directly, but indirectly for the enterprise wide, your whatever projects what we are doing, they have to be involved. So the quality of data is still a challenge. And what happens also, the outside partner community, whether you tell it tier two partners or say tier one partners like big four consulting firm or big four IT firms, it is quite unfortunate that very few people come and tell us before the start of the project that, hey, look, where is your data? How is your data? What is the quality of data? Who has signed off on the data? As a process, there are three sign-offs required. One is the department head. Say, example, we are talking of finance, then CFO, CIO, or IT head, whoever is it, and third is the CEO or CEO or whoever is at the top of the pyramid. They all three have to sign off. Unfortunately, very few people inside the organization and the partner community inform us way before the project starts. That's the very crude truth in the market. And what happens, a lot of projects get skewed. Either if they go live with that non-quality data, then it's even bigger disaster, because you don't get that same quality of output. That is where the whole rigmarole starts, at what we did. And if at all, if you start, then this data cleaning process comes in between in middle of the project. So neither you can go back and neither you can move forward. So that the timelines get skewed so badly that your project gets derailed. Number one, the cost expenses goes up. There's a missed opportunity, and there are huge heartburns within the organization. Third is the cultural change. The people have to accept that we are getting a new modern global practices within the organization. We have to, any organization has to fight the competition. How do we fight? Because if you have proper data, if you have proper systems, then you will be able to take decisions quite agile manner. And the last piece is the team across the organizations. They need reskilling. If at all there is a threat, and in any organization, again, it has to be there. It is bound to be there. There is no surprise. But then, if you don't take care of that, then again there is a fallout. So these are a couple of few challenges, Simran, which people should be very, very careful and take my words. If you don't do this, I've seen a couple of failures. I don't feel ashamed to say that there were failures from my part also, but we bounced back quite fast. We got support from the organization. They gave us humongous support. That look, okay, now we have failed, we are there with you. I got good support from my management also, that whatever has happened, but we have to sail through. So if you have that type of backup, yes, those challenges can also be overcome, Simran.
Thank you so much for being so comprehensive about these roadblocks when it comes to managing data, because data, as we know, has become the new oil, and a lot of organizations, there are every day there's some or the other challenges, and we are living in the age of digital transformation, where rapidly there's a new emerging technology to my center stage. Speaking of which, AI is already, making buzz around the industry. I want to understand your perception when it comes to, managing artificial intelligence for businesses as well. How do you see this as an opportunity and as a challenge both?
AI was there quite a few years ago. The only thing is that it has come into the mainstream at this point of time. This point of time is, I was saying, some 5 years back, it has come into the complete limelight. Like how it was cloud previously when we were talking a decade ago, or around say 15 years ago, we were talking of cloud. AI is there. Now AI is a different emerging new age technologies. It has its own dynamics and it has its own advantages as well.
Yes.
We'll have to educate our organization that AI is not a magic stick. See, again, in AI, what we want in AI, whether it is a predictive analysis, whether you want the employee data to be on a click of a button, there are number of use cases, Simran, we can do. But first, we'll have to chalk out what is the roadmap, what we want to do. AI is not one particular project. It's a continuous process. It's a continuous journey. If that is the mindset, definitely we have to go with AI. We can't stay back now because the critical task and the time saving what is happening with AI, the way they compile the processes and the output what we get in the time line is it's phenomenal. And here the challenges, two challenges you will face. First of all, the current employees. They will say now if AI has come, what is my job security? That is where you will have to do a very clear brainstorming along with IT, along with management, and along with your human resource department. By giving them the confidence, look, your job is not in danger. You will become more efficient. I'm just giving you a couple of examples. You'll have to tell them you will become more efficient. You will come out of your mundane task. And then only company will, whoever are not in 5 days week, they will be able to come back to a stream where we can do a 5 days a week. Your roster can be set. So that is, and it is even more challenging when you are talking of manufacturing. I have been got the opportunity to work one of the largest manufacturing. I'm not talking of my initial days, between mid of my career. There it is even more challenging. You will have to tell those shop floor guys, okay, what is IoT is happening or what is industry 4.0 now, industry 5.0 is coming into, then it's already there in the current market. So we'll have to sit along on floor with the shop floor guys or those workers, give them that confidence. Now this is what we are talking of AI, and then if that is happening, it's a super journey. But to get AI, you can't build on your own currently, because currently the ROI will not justify that. If you want to do it, say if you want, you will have to do car. How do we do carpooling? Initial days we used to do carpooling because of the modality of our economics. So currently same thing you'll have to do now. You can't just sit and say that I want to create an entire infrastructure, build AI model within my organization. It's as of today, it's difficult. You can do it, but it will not be of economic of scale. You will not be able to justify ROI to the management. It's a humongous cost. So now once you do that, you will have to go to larger partners who are there in the industry to start taking your AI journey. The other important aspect is the security in artificial intelligence. With whom you are talking, how you are going to collect the data, how they are going to collect, how they are going to process the data. Now DPDP Act, which has already come into force, the only thing is that it's a final sign off is pending. And then once that is getting into the force, then in this artificial intelligence, the data privacy and data security is of utmost importance. That is where those challenges needs to be mitigated from day one. You can't bring it to ground zero, Simran. You can at least mitigate the risk to 60, 70, at least 80% you can achieve. Because come whatsoever, best of the technology you apply, it is nothing. You can't say that I will be 100% safe. And it will be unfair to give that commitment to a organization or to individual or whomsoever. So artificial intelligence, AI will be there. It has to be there. And it will make our life more easier. It will make our life more beautiful, provided it has to be used in the right ethical manner. And most important, that same thing has to be told to your employees that AI is ethical use. Please use it in a most ethical manner, because here your data is also at risk, your customers' data is also at risk, and your organization other data is also at risk.
Absolutely. And taking cues from, because you've also emphasized on the ethical side of AI, how can organizations or businesses ensure that, they do not compromise on ethics, or Well, or at least ensure there is a responsible usage of technologies like AI. When it comes to, do you think acts like DPDP Act could perhaps prevent this to some extent? And at the same time, when it comes to AI and automation, how can businesses draw the line of being overly reliant on technology and also being independent?
See, today, artificial intelligence also is built by human beings only. It's nothing that we have, grown on some trees or we bought it from Jadi Booty from mountain. So, end of the day, AI is built by human beings like us only. Now, coming to organizations, has to very clearly draw a line where I want the use cases of AI. See, we'll have to be very much mindful, as you rightly said, the security part of it. How do we do that? You know, you will have to have a very strict process, yes. And the technology like automated incident response. If any incident happens because of AI, you should have technology in place where instead of reactive, at least the moment that particular incident has happened, it goes to the right people. That organizations will have to take it very clearly in their mind before starting the AI journey. Point number two, yes, DPDP Act will, control to certain extent as far as digital data is concerned. DPDP Act, as of now, does not speak of physical data. Example, if you are in a hospitality industry, we go to restaurants, we give, of course, now 90% of the people, the hospitality industry, they have come with iPad and they take your tablets and they take your details digitally. But there are still few restaurants where you have to give your name and number, which are scribbled on a piece of paper or on a register, whatever we say. So those data, it has to be very clearly preserved for AI also and for the security aspect as well, Simran. So organizations will have to invest in technology, your secure technology, in your processes and in your human resource, which is the employees. Then only this project will get successful AI. The journey will then only start. You can still start, but we don't know whether it will yield the right results or not.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Mr. Kotari, for throwing some light on the other side of AI and automation as well. The next question for you that I have is, as from a leader's perspective, we are already witnessing a lot in today's day and age. We are already, there's emerging technology coming each new day, making buzzes and headlines. With the intervention of Web3, how do you think this will change the landscape of workplace culture? As a leader, how can this impact future collaboration and innovation?
So see, once you consciously, if you're taking again, as I said previously, if you're doing an ethical approach, organization should not face these challenges. It has to be very clearly, as we said, we'll have to draw a line whether it is Web 3, Web the 3.0 or any other emerging technologies which comes into the industry as of today. So organizations, the leaders will have to be mindful, leaders will have to educate an ongoing basis to their own employees to and to your external stakeholders as well. This organization, any organization, if you are going to that journey, you will have to be well informed. You will need very good, strong, reliable partners who can be grow along with your growth journey. So this, if we take this couple of things into the picture, I think the leaders will have a much better roadmap, much better journey towards AI, considering your security, considering employees' well-being also. Because see, what is happening currently is that few employees are aware of what is AI ethically, few employees are not. You will find some notorious people in any organization. That is where technology comes into the picture. That is where there is something called a zero trust. We don't trust anyone. And see, it is nothing that we are not saying that we are not telling you that we don't trust your character. But the actions, whatever we are currently doing, today we have to protect ourselves, protect our customers and our whoever are the external stakeholders first. Equally important are our internal stakeholders, which is the entire our employee ecosystem.
Fantastic. And thank you so much for being very insightful, Dr. Kothari, and providing some use cases as well. This session has been deeply inspirational and engaging. But before we conclude, I also have a small rapid fire plan for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, please. Don't put me onto a spot.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But of course, the stage is yours. Shall we begin?
Yeah, please.
Great. One tech trend that you believe is very hyped or overly hyped?
Obviously, artificial intelligence. Everybody's talking of that. Nobody wants to, in all the boardrooms, people speak only of AI. So that's, I think it's truly overhyped, yes.
Great. A futuristic tech that really excites you the most?
For, for me, what I'm looking forward is the quantum analytics and quantum computing. That is what I see the coming near future. That is will resolve a lot of critical processes and a lot of problems. That is what I'm very bullish on quantum computing and analytics.
You think that could be the next AI?
It could be even better than next AI.
Okay, okay. Let's cross our fingers. And next, most dangerous, a cyber attack or an AI gone rogue? What do you think is more dangerous?
Obviously, cyber attack. AI is not
Okay.
that dangerous what we think, because people
Okay.
are now slowly becoming mindful. But see, cyber attacks is a bit of beyond our control at times. Come whatsoever, whatever precautions you take. So for me, cyber attack is extremely dangerous.
Absolutely. And lastly, one book that you have recently read and that perfectly captures the future of technology. Any book that you've recently come across.
I'll show you this. This is the book, Steve Jobs.
Okay, from Mr. Jobs itself.
Yeah,
The
it's
father
written by Walter.
of innovation.
Yeah, father of innovation. So I strongly believe in his ideology, the way he had bought the products out in the market, the way he has changed the entire future of Apple, and how he has made our life much simpler. Because based on that, if we are able to understand his ideology, I think we can make our customers even more happy than him, what he has tried to do.
I think we all can agree to that. And with that, Dr. Kothari, while we conclude this session, I really want to take this moment and thank you so much for being a part of this series and joining us today.
And thank you, Simran. Thank you, the mainstream, for giving me this opportunity, for giving me this time to share my insights. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much.